Hey guys, what's happening? Right, this game was just so funny. I took it to Smogon, and it was hilarious. However, there are two things in these battles that is quite funny. Um, the first one kind of proves everything about people on Smogon Battlefinder, and they're all a bunch of sore losers. I mean, this guy I'm battling about what called Tanbag or something. He said, "Good luck, have fun," and then he left the chat. And then I was about to, in the final move, he DC'd. So yeah, that shows how crappy some of them are. However, the guy after me, I think he's called Randaddy, just a nice bloke, a nice guy. I got on with him. We had a nice chat. He's cool. I got a pretty sizable amount of hacks, but he played it off and he was nice. So yeah, it's a half and half thing here. So, while on the one hand some of them are bastards, on the other hand some of them are quite nice and generally nice people and get that it's a game, not a way of life. Anyway, he's going to lead off with a Bronzong, I'm leading off with Pachirisu. I was going to fling, but it's like Bronzong is slow as hell and could have Gyro Ball. So flinging would be fairly counterintuitive here. So I just U-turn out because, yeah, I don't want to stay in against a Bronzong. I can't Toxic it, I can't use cover because I still got my Light Ball. So I'm just going to bring in Mien Shao. I figured this, I think it's max defense, max speed, so I figured I could take a couple of hits maybe. So I'll get a couple of Carmines, fuck around with the guy, have a bit of fun. So, I believe here I am just going to go for a sub since it's good scouting. I get to see what the hell he wants to do. Apart from the Stealth Rocks, I haven't seen anything yet, so it would be good to see what the hell he's got going on. He is just going to go for an EQ. I believe that breaks. Yeah, it's going to break the sub, but it ain't too bad. I can deal with it. And, yeah, I can sit here and just calm mine for a bit. Well, I think I can get up maybe +1. However, it kind of came down to, do I want to sub or calm mind again? Or sub again or calm mind? Sorry, it's late. So, mind isn't exactly thinking straight here. But still, it kind of comes down to, do I want to sub again predicting him to switch, or do I want to calm mind thinking I can take a few hits? I do go for the calm mind, because, again, I can take a few hits. I know even though the EQ broke the sub, it wouldn't be doing too much, and it would have been a pretty close run, because, let's face it, unless you're running offensive Bronzong, you're not exactly going to run too much attack in it. Maybe not even any at all. So, I am free to get up a couple of Carmines. He is going to go for a Toxic, which was a good play, knowing that I wasn't going to sub again, so he had the, leeway to do so. I mean, again, this is why I kind of wanted to, fuck around and, sort of sub and see what he was going to do, but there you go. Anyway, I am going to Baton Pass out now. I figure Politoed will probably work quite well, since it is my sub-Hydro Pumping, Ice Beaming, Endeavouring Politoed, which is actually really good. I love it to pieces. Here he's just going to go for a Gyro Ball, does absolutely nothing. I know he's probably going to Toxic, so I figure I can get a free sub. He goes for it, I get my sub. That's lovely as all hell. See, people, sub is such an overused move that it makes original sets really gay. Happy days. Oh well. You put sub on things, you get some sort of leeway to set up crap, but sub it on this Politoed is purely there to get it down to Endeavour range, and then the cuss stat means you can get a decent amount of, damage on anything. Apart from Ghost. Now, he's going to bring in the Starmie, and I thought that was quite a bad play, because I'm +2. The T-Bolt is going to take out my sub, but if Hydro Pump missed, what did he think he was going to accomplish from that? I mean, there was nothing he could do. A T-Bolt wouldn't kill me, a Hydro Pump would kill him, so I don't see what he was bothering with. What he should have done, and for the entire battle, what he didn't do, was bring in a Bomber Snow and got rid of my fucking rain. It's a weather war, that's the whole weather thing, isn't it? I thought that's what the kids did nowadays. had little weather fights for superiority. But I know Politoed isn't going to want to take this Hariyama. I could outspeed it after the fake out, but a fake out from a Hariyama is going to hurt. He goes for it and he gets his guts up, and I distinctly remember in one battle I saw on PMP, someone was using a fake out burn or Hariyama with bullet punch, so I go into Lucario on my hunch. It pays off, it's not very effective, it does a decent bit, but Lucario's pretty safe here. I'm just going to go for a high jump kick and knock that Hariyama the fuck out. This is a lovely banded Lucario that's adamant as well. Because I always love banded Lucario. It hits like a frickin' truck. It's so good. I wish more people would use it, but there you go. Also, one weird note, this Lucario has Bone Rush on it, and I was going to put Crunch on it, but then I thought, you know what, Blair. I like Bone Rush. No one ever uses Bone Rush, so I'm going to use Bone Rush. Him bringing in the Mamo here was a strange play, and it made me think Scarf, but I was like, well, whatever. If it's Scarfed, I can plan around it. So I high jump kick, take out the Mamo, and yeah, that's freaking awesome. Lucario's doing its job. He's going to now bring in a Wall Rain. Again, I'm still wondering where the Abomasnow is at. If he had Abomasnow, he could screw me over with Wall Rain. In fact, if he had Hail up, then he could, theoretically, at least, Toxic Stall the rest of my team, although I suppose Polito would be a bit iffy. But he has Protect. I figured he'd have Protect because it's a fucking Store Rain, and every bastard who runs Store Rain should piss off and try and make a real fucking team. But there you go. So, and he gets the double Protect and I die, and that all that really does is extend the longevity of this fucking battle, but there you go. One weird note I would like to make, for some reason, if this is a Store Rain, which I'm assuming it is, because it has Protect, so unless it's offensive and it has Protect there, purely for the purpose of getting some Ice Body health back, why are you running Blizzard, sir? If you are running an offensive Wall Rain, then cool, but, yeah. If it's defensive, don't run Blizzard. I know the fact that you can get 120 base power move that stab and can always hit is very tempting, but on a stall set, you want PP, not damage. Damage does its own thing, and it will eventually kill regardless. Cause with Toxic, so what's the point of running Blizzard? Anyway, I T-Wave it, and I love this bit so much. If this is a Wall Rain, Stall Rain, sorry, I just love this notion of Frostlass haxing it to death. It's fucking hilarious. So I'm sitting here in Ominous Winding, and I'm just, yeah, Ominous Winding, and he's getting parahaxed all over the place, and his Blizzard won't kill me. I'm slowly getting all of my lefties game back, and I'm just laughing at this. I just love the irony of it, because I have been stalled out by Store Rain so many times in the past. Another point to note is that why isn't he subbing? So I guess he must be offensive, but he's only going for Blizzard, which again raises the question, what is your other offensive move? Which then raises the other question of, why the fuck haven't you switched into a Abomasnow yet? You're spamming Blizzard. And there, just to top it off, I get a crit and a Ominous Wind boost, which is fucking funny. So, yeah, take that, Store Rain. Frostlass doesn't give a shit. She will sit there and she will paralyze you to death. And now, after cocking about for ages, he brings in the Abomasnow, but now it's too late, because I can T-Wave it, whether Frostlass dies or not, it's irrelevant, and I can bring in my Politoed and win. So, whatever. However, I did get a lot of hacks this battle, so I can kind of see why the kid DC'd, but for the love of Christ, it's a game. There has been only one time where I have ran away from a game, and that was when some guy parahacked me 7 times in a row. And there's me raging. Yeah, fuck you, Smogo. Oh well. This next battle is, like I say, a lot better. Again, I do get a bit of hacks, but this guy was cool. He played it off, you know, he didn't care, and he didn't DC like a little bitch. I'm such a bastard. Don't get me wrong, I know I'm a bastard, but being a bastard, I'm allowed to say other people are bastards, so there you go. I'm a grouchy cunt, I'll admit it. But at least I don't think a game is like God to everything, and yeah. That's my point, okay? It's a kid's game, nothing more, nothing less. I mean, this guy, he was just doing it for fun. He'd had a bad week and he wanted to have a laugh. So props to you, Randaddy. Props to you, sir. So he has a pretty. So I would suppose it's OU team, but the Nidoking and the Whimsicott are what UU now. I don't know why Whimsicott is UU. I really don't. It's pretty goddamn good at what it does. His Whimsicott, I'm not sure if I've seen the set before, but it's pretty interesting. I don't think I've seen anyone run Tailwind on a Whimsicott before. I don't know if people are starting to do that now, but anyway, I'm going to lead off with Lucario because I figured I could hit anything like a truck, and if he leads off with Whimsicott, then I can out-priority it with extreme speed. So that seemed like a pretty good start for me. He's going to lead off with a Gastrodon. My main plan here is that Lucario, for me, is one powerful hit, then die, because it's so fucking frail, and it's so fucking slow, I may as well take the hit where I can get it. So I figured I'll just high jump kick it, it won't see that one coming, he's gonna Earth Power, kill me off, I bring in something Revenge Kill it, and yeah, everyone's happy. That was really my plan. I mean, even when I used Banded Lucario on another team, I still planned around the fact that it was going to get a powerful hit off, and if it survived, then that's a bonus. If it got the hit off and died, then it did what it was meant to do. Still, I get a crit, which is proper gay. Just right at the start of the battle. That's pretty stupid in my mind. So, he's gonna bring in his Conkeldurr, he's gonna Mach Punch me, I high jump kick, take the guy out. Woo! So that was good. I'm surprised, actually, people run max HP, max special defense, so I was a little bit surprised because Conkeldurr has got a monster HP stat, but on the other hand, Banded Lucario is amazing. Anyway, I, again, had pretty much casted Lucario to die, so he brings in the Terrakion and close combats me, and I die. But now, I see it doesn't have Life Orb, it could be Expert Belt, it wouldn't surprise me if people ran that. But I'm feeling fairly confident that Frostlass is going to be doing pretty good. He makes a nice play here, predicts the T-Wave, which didn't even go through my mind that Nidoking would come in, because it seems a bit, I don't know, threatened. But here, I figure he's going to Flamethrower, so I can switch out and go into my Pachirisu! Yeah! He goes Flamethrower, and I live a crit with 4 HP. Oh, it's so good! And get this, right? I outspeed, use Fling, and get the, Light Ball on him, paralyze the Nidoking. Love the irony there. He gets Parahaxed on the first turn, and I covet, steal his Life Orb, and I die. I was laughing so much. Again, I'm sorry for the hacks, because the Parahax on the first turn was pretty lame, I'm not gonna lie, but that was just so funny. Pachirisu owning a Nidoking. A Nidoking, for fuck's sake. Oh, that was beautiful, I'm sorry. I did get a lot of hacks on this guy, and yeah, it's just when he was looking for a fun match, it was a bit lame, but that Pachirisu was just so good. Did exactly what I put it there for. See, people, even the shittiest of things can be fucking insane. I mean, that's what, max HP, max speed, Pachirisu? That's pretty good going to live, what was that, Life Orb, Sheer Force, Flamethrower from a Nidoking. Anyway, I'm going to bring in Politoed. I got for a sub, trying to see if he wanted to switch out, but he wasn't falling for it. I guess he'd pretty much consigned his Nidoking to die because it hasn't got a Life Orb, and it's now slow as all hell because it's paralyzed. Ah! Oh, Pachirisu. What a god. What a god. So I'm just going to Hydro Pump it, take it out. He's going to bring in the Terrakion. Here, for some ungodly reason, what I should have done is Hydro Pumped. I figured his Stone Edge would bring me down to the point where I'd get my Custap, so I could Endeavor and Ice Beam. Whereas what I could have done is just Endeavored and, Hydro Pumped and Endeavored something coming in. But his Stone Edge doesn't do that much, surprisingly. I mean, even if it was Scarfed, I figured it would do a bit more than that, unless it's, like, what, Jolly to outspeed Adamant Terrakions, but still. So, yeah, I go for the Endeavour and I die. He gets, what was that, crit there. Doesn't matter. Didn't matter in the slightest. If anything, that was more taunting him. But again, I'm feeling pretty confident. I can go into Bien Xiao, I can get a sub up, I can Calm Mind, I can do whatever the hell I want. And he brings in the Whimsicott. I wanted to call it Erifune. Was it Erifune? What was his Japanese name again? I don't know anymore. Either way, he's brought it in, and now we're sitting here, and I've got a sub, which is so good, because he can't Leech Seed me. All he can do is sit there while I Aura Sphere him. The other good point to this is, I can Calm Mind, because he's going to keep trying to sub, that's a given. So I can get a free Calm Mind off, which is just lovely, really, you know, I'm happy with that. So he's going to sub again, and I'm just going to get my free Calm Minds. Now I'm +1 special attack, +1 special defense, I have a Blastoise waiting in the wings, I have a sub up, I'm feeling pretty confident, not gonna lie. So, what he is going to do here is he's going to use that Tailwind I was talking about, which I do like Tailwind, don't get me wrong, it's a very underused move, and it's very underestimated, because having +1 speed and the ability to switch moves on any Poke your choice is pretty nice. But, the 3 turns that you get it for is just not enough. Still, he's going to taunt me there. I was hoping my Aura Sphere actually wouldn't kill, but it does. But yeah, that's my problem with Tailwind, okay? You get it up the first turn, then you have to U-turn out, and that's 1 turn of it gone. So you have 2 turns to play around with. That isn't very much, and if it doesn't get you anywhere, you're left in a rut, because you are slower after, well, when the Tailwind runs out. So it's a bit of a pain. Anyway, here I go for Aura Sphere, I get another freaking crit, Jesus wept, and he is forced to Morning Sun, which, the crit mattered because he would have had a lot more leeway to Quiver Dance, but now he has to Morning Sun, he's got to waste a turn, the Taunt runs out, the Tailwind runs out, so I can Baton Pass out. Instead of being at +3 after I Baton Pass out, he is only at +2. So, yeah, there isn't much I can do. I mean, as he says, and as I have said for many a time, it's just part of the game. There ain't much you can do about it, but it's still pretty lame and annoying, you know. Especially when he was a nice bloke. Nothing wrong with the guy, just trying to have a bit of fun, relax a bit. So, yeah, a bit of a shame. But still, I bring in Blastoise, he Bug Buzzes, takes out the sub, I Hydro Pump, he dies. I was tempting the Seismic Toss, but I was at +1, he was at +2. I don't exactly want to take a Bug Buzz. And he's going to bring in his Terrakion, go for a Stone Edge. I don't know why, his best shot would have been Close Combat, but I ain't going to argue with the guy. So I Ice Beam, and that's GG. So thanks for playing, Granddaddy. Nice bloke, nice bloke. I think he subbed to me, and I'll probably link him, so I don't know if he has any videos or not, but go sub to the guy, he's nice. As for the other bastard, yeah, you can fuck off. I know I got a lot of hacks these battles, which is pretty much the only reason I won, but I had a lot of fun. Anyway, as per usual, here are all the sets, you can look at them, whatever. I was kind of worried if the Endeavour on the Politoad was legal or not, because after the Ninetales fiasco, I wasn't entirely sure, but I think it's an egg move, so I think I'm safe on that. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this set box. I hope you enjoy the last 2, which will be coming in the next 2 weeks. Thanks for watching. Peace.